Hey everyone! Welcome to today's video where I'll show you top 10 school anime where the main character is a loner. If you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This is ES Anime, and now, let's start the list. At number 10 we have I'm Standing on a Million Lives. Yotsuya Yusuke along with his classmates Shindo Ayu and Hakazaki Kusu have been transported to a strange and unknown world inhabited by mythological creatures. As soon as they arrive, they meet somebody calling himself the Game Master, who then grants them a time-limited quest. To aid them in this quest, he also bestows Shindo and Hakazaki with the roles of a magician and a warrior, while Yotsuya is randomly granted the role of a farmer? This is how a hectic life of adventuring began for three students who now have no choice but to complete random quests for several phases in the fantasy world if they want to stay alive and protect the real world from the demons and monsters they encounter. At number 9 we have Rent a Girlfriend. Kazuya Kinoshita is a 20-year-old college student who has a wonderful girlfriend, the bright and sunny Mami Nanami. But suddenly, he doesn't. Without warning, Mami breaks up with him, leaving him utterly heartbroken and lonely. Seeking to soothe the pain, he hires a rental girlfriend through an online app. His partner is Chizuru Mizuhara, who through her unparalleled beauty and cute demeanor, manages to gain Kazuya's affection. But after reading similar experiences other customers had had with Chizuru, Kazuya believes her warm smile and caring personality were all just an act to toy with his heart, and he rates her poorly. Aggravated, Chizuru lambasts him for his shameless hypocrisy, revealing her true pert and hot-tempered self. This one-sided exchange is cut short, however, when Kazuya finds out that his grandmother has collapsed. They dash toward the hospital and find Kazuya's grandmother already in good condition. Baffled by Chizuru's presence, she asks who this girl might be. On impulse, Kazuya promptly declares that they are lovers, forcing Chizuru to play the part. But with Kazuya still hung up on his previous relationship with Mami, how long can this difficult client and reluctant rental girlfriend keep up their act? At number 8 we have Hyoka. Energy conservative high school student Houtaro Oreki ends up with more than he bargained for when he signs up for the Classics Club at his sister's behest. Especially when he realizes how deep-rooted the club's history really is. Begrudgingly, Oreki is dragged into an investigation concerning the 45-year-old mystery that surrounds the clubroom. Accompanied by his fellow club members, the knowledgeable Satoshi Fukube, the stern but benign Mayaka Abara, and the ever-curious Eru Chitanda, Oreki must combat deadlines and lack of information with resourcefulness and hidden talent, in order to not only find the truth buried beneath the dust of works created years before them, but of other small side cases as well. At number 7 we have Classroom of the Elite. On the surface, Kudo Ikusei Senior High School is a utopia. The students enjoy an unparalleled amount of freedom, and it is ranked highly in Japan. However, the reality is less than ideal. 4 classes, A through D, are ranked in order of merit, and only the top classes receive favorable treatment. Kiyotaka Ayanokoji is a student of Class D, where the school dumps its worst. There he meets the unsociable Suzune Horikita, who believes she was placed in Class D by mistake and desires to climb all the way to Class A, and the seemingly amicable class idol Kikyu Kushida, whose aim is to make as many friends as possible. While class membership is permanent, class rankings are not. Students in lower-ranked classes can rise in rankings if they score better than those in the top ones. Additionally, in Class D, there are no bars on what methods can be used to get ahead. In this cutthroat school, can they prevail against the odds and reach the top? At number 6 we have Handa-kun. Hated by everyone around him, Sei Handa goes about his high school life regarded as an outcast, or at least that's what he believes. In reality, Sei is the most popular student on campus, revered by all for his incomparable calligraphy skills, good looks, and cool personality. However, due an endless series of misunderstandings, Handa perceives the worship he receives from his legions of fans as bullying, leading the school's idol to shut himself off from the rest of his classmates. But distancing himself from his peers doesn't deter them from adoring him. In fact, his attempts at drawing attention away from himself often end up unintentionally converting even the most skeptical of students into believers. Fashion models, shut-in delinquents, obsessive fangirls, and more, none can stand against the brilliance that is Sei Handa. At number 5 we have toilet-bound Hanako-kun. The famous Seven Wonders that every school seems to have are a staple of Japanese urban legends. One of the most well-known of these tales is that of Hanako-san, the ghost of a young girl who haunts the school's bathrooms. Kamome Academy has its own version of Hanako-san's legend. Rumors claim that if one successfully manages to summon Hanako-san, she will grant her summoner any wish. Lured by the gossip, many people have tried to call upon her, yet every attempt has failed. However, when Nene Yashira, a girl hoping for romantic fortune, dares to summon Hanako-san, she discovers that the rumored girl is actually a boy. After a series of unfortunate events involving Nene's romantic desires, she is unwillingly entangled in the world of the supernatural, becoming Hanako-kun's assistant. Soon, she finds out about Hanako-kun's lesser-known duty, maintaining the fragile balance between mortals and apparitions. At number 4 we have Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. The rare and inexplicable puberty syndrome is thought of as a myth. It is a rare disease which only affects teenagers, and its symptoms are so supernatural that hardly anyone recognizes it as a legitimate occurrence. However, high school student Sakuta Azusagawa knows from personal experience that it is very much real, and happens to be quite prevalent in his school. Mai Sakurajima is a third-year high school student who gained fame in her youth as a child actress, but recently halted her promising career for reasons unknown to the public. With an air of unapproachability, she is well known throughout the school, but none dare interact with her, that is until Sakuta sees her wandering the library in a bunny girl costume. Despite the getup, no one seems to notice her, and after confronting her, he realizes that she is another victim of puberty syndrome. As Sakuta tries to help Mai through her predicament, his actions bring him into contact with more girls afflicted with the elusive disease. At number 3 we have Anonymous Noise. Every day, a young girl wearing a mask stands by the beach and sings a nostalgic melody. After experiencing 2 sudden heart-wrenching partings when she was only a child, Nino Arisagawa has been singing her songs to the ocean, bound by a promise made with her 2 childhood friends, her first love, Momo Sakari, and a boy who composed music, Kanade Yuzuria. Having never met each other, the boys both individually promised that if Nino was ever separated from them, her voice would be the beacon to reunite them once again. After 6 long years, destiny has finally placed Nino, Momo, and Yuzu in the same high school. However, the passage of time has changed many things in their lives. While Nino relentlessly attempts to fulfill her childhood promise with the boys, Yuzu's feelings for her from the past resurface, and Momo goes to great lengths to prevent a reunion with Nino. Through music, will they be able to mend their friendship and overcome all the feelings involved in this complicated love triangle? At number 2 we have Love, Chunibyo and Other Delusion. Everybody has had that stage in their life where they have thought themselves to be special, different from the masses of ordinary humans. They might go as far as seeing themselves capable of wielding mystical powers, or maybe even believe themselves to have descended from a fantasy realm. This disease is known as chunibyo, and is often the source of some of the most embarrassing moments of a person's life. For Yuta Tagashi, the scars that his chunibyo has left behind are still fresh. Having posed as the Dark Flame Master during his middle school years, he looks back at those times with extreme embarrassment, so much so that he decides to attend a high school far away where nobody will recognize him. Putting his dark history behind him, he longs to live a normal high school life. Unfortunately, he hasn't escaped his past yet. Enter Rika Takanashi, Yuta's new classmate and self-declared vessel of the Wicked Eye. As this eccentric young girl crashes into Yuta's life, his dream of an ordinary, chunibyo-free life quickly crumbles away. In this hilarious and heartwarming story of a boy who just wants to leave his embarrassing memories behind, the delusions of old are far from a thing of the past. At number 1 we have Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. When Ryu Yamada entered high school, he wanted to turn over a new leaf and lead a productive school life. That's why he chose to attend Suzaku High, where no one would know of his violent delinquent reputation. However, much to Ryu's dismay, he is soon bored. Now a second year, Ryu has reverted to his old ways, lazy with abysmal grades and always getting into fights. One day, back from yet another office visit, Ryu encounters Urara Shiraishi, a beautiful honors student. A misstep causes them both to tumble down the stairs, ending in an accidental kiss. The pair discover they can switch bodies with a kiss, an ability which will prove to be both convenient and troublesome. Learning of their new power, Toranosuke Miyamura, a student council officer and the single member of the Supernatural Studies Club, recruits them for the club. Soon joined by Miyabi Aitu, an eccentric interested in all things supernatural, the group unearths the legend of the 7 witches of Suzaku High, 7 female students who have obtained different powers activated by a kiss. The Supernatural Studies Club embarks on its first quest, to find the identities of all the witches. Well, that's it for the list. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also check out my other videos. Bye.